Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Stellaris, the code-dominant human-elf campaign. In the last episode, we continued working on our war with the League of Non-Aligned Powers, and the Prothoran Scourge finally showed back up again, this time on the other side of the galaxy, which is good news for us, not so good news for the other side of the galaxy. Now, I went ahead and ran the game forward quite a bit to just kind of work on building up our war score. I have been able to fully occupy the Zenak multi-system, so they are fully occupied with an 87% war score, which means that if we do this, we're at -4 acceptance with a length of war modifier of -13, meaning that if we just sit here and wait and not really do anything else, we'll win the war in a little bit. And that's what I'm kind of inclined to do. I mean, I could go try to occupy something, but I think that by the time I could get there and get the planet occupied, we'll win anyway. So, it is what it is. Now, the Prothoran Scourge have been busy. They have taken out a large chunk of the Templar Collective, and they are starting to push into Glub Star Confederation territory. So, yeah, not good news. And they are spread out all over the place. I mean, there's just tons and tons and tons of these Scourge fleets. So that's going to be an interesting mess to try to clean up. I'm hoping that the Golkfurki are going to be able to deal with it. I mean, they have a fleet kicking around here somewhere that has like 1 million combat power, so I'm not exactly sure where they are. Morongo directors. Oh, they have a fleet all the way over here. Interesting. We need to put that to bed. That war in heaven. Oh, we're gonna work on that. Let's just go ahead and unpause it. Let's get this thing moving before waste too much time. So, what I'm thinking is I'm going to start moving my forces north. We did unlock some technology. I got some new ion missiles, I think. Do we really want to go through there? I don't think so. I think we want to go through here and head up there.
Initiating communications.
The Valdaria Assembly want to give us 14,000 minerals? Okay. I think we will be signing back up with our old allies once this war is over.
Construction complete.
And we're going to take down the Lorongo. I looked at it, and we have more than enough war score to completely annex them. So, I think that's what we're going to do next. Alright, what was I going to do? I was going to take the raiders here, and I'm going to move them into this area. We need to start building another fleet. Oh, I was also able to get that second Titan finished. So now we have 2 Titans in the core fleet. Terraforming ring section K has been terraformed. Oh, sweet. Okay. So that means that, I believe, was the last segment that needed to be terraformed before we can begin, or rather repaired, before we can get to repairing the actual habitation sections. So yeah, we should be able to now terraform these. Takes 15,000 energy credits. So therefore to do 4 of these will be 60,000. What we're going to do is I'm going to go in and do this. Oh, we don't have a governor for our core systems. I gotta fix that. I didn't notice that. I'm going to grab all of your energy credits and all of your energy credits so that we can then go ahead and terraform that. And how long do they take? 8,300 days. Alright. They'll all be done at the same time. Was there anything else? Oh yeah, that's right. We need to do, get ourselves a new governor. What do we have here? Army build speed, army cost, leader experience gain, ship build speed. I guess we'll go with you. Because I am going to be building some ships, so that'll do. So I want to start building a new fleet. Let me make sure that my existing fleets are not set as rally points. There we go. And first thing is I'm going to use a super dreadnought, which I created a new class of super dreadnought. Velos class is going to be the core of the new fleet. And then I was going to use primarily... I also created a new carrier class. Let's see. I'm gonna do... I think 3 of these carriers. Do that. Let's see. Because what I'm planning for this fleet to be kind of specialized in is just insane missile barrages. So I have the Alexandros class carrier, medium missiles for actual offensive. We have small turbo lasers for self-defense, and all just point defense fighters, no bombers. So these guys are just going to help defend this fleet from incoming missiles. The Super Dreadnought is all missiles, all the time, except for the spinal mount weapons, because they're just too good not to have. We're going to be going with Thanatos class battleships. Let's see, cruisers are going to be Lisa class cruisers and Thavmas class destroyers, and for I guess we'll be sticking with the Andros class corvettes. Alright, so I want those Thanatos class battleships. I'll be 4. Five. Oh yeah, that's right. We need to pick the new Ascension perk. Actually, let me just check one thing. I need to pause it. Okay. I just needed to double check back on the comments in the previous video. So far the thoughts are either to go Galactic Wonders for Dyson Spheres, or Consecrated Worlds, or Transcendence. See, the advantage of Transcendence is that it's an immediate thing. Consecrated Worlds... we can't use his Edict. Boost unit. It's the Consecrated Worlds would be nice from a lore perspective or a roleplay perspective, but it doesn't really help us that much at this point. And the Dyson Spheres may just take too long to build, to be honest. So I think we're going to go ahead and go Transcendence. We stand on the threshold of awakening the true psionic might of our species. Our minds are ready, and we have heard whispers of a psychic realm beyond our own. Alright. Let's do it. The human and elf species have experienced what can only be described as a great awakening. For a time now, we've been aware of the great psionic potential inherent in our species, but such powers may manifest themselves in a small minority. Until now. Almost overnight, humans everywhere have unlocked their full psionic capacity. It is as if some sort of communal pool of human psychic energy finally reached a critical tipping point, collectively awakening the latent abilities of our brains. Telepathy has already replaced most verbal communication between humans. This is only one small example of the innumerable changes our society is faced with. We're now tied together in a way few of us could have ever imagined. Alright. But we just still need to work on getting this war done. We're at -3, so we just need to get the +1, and then we can put this to bed and move on to the next thing. Alright, so we built 1 super dreadnought, 3 carriers, 5 battleships. It was the Lyssa class cruisers, right?
Station
Let's go.
under attack.
That's 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16,
Technology discovered.
18. Yeah, that's 2, 4, 8, 10, 12, 16, 18. Who was only building the cruisers? You. Build 2 more. Alright, there we go. Alright, self-aware colony ships. So colony development speed is increased. Singularity reactor. Capacitor fields. Energy weapon damage. Reveals neutronium. I guess we can reveal the neutronium. If we have any. We're receiving some neutronium from someone else. We're 10 months away from our battle fortress. Oh, yeah, these spaceports need to be upgraded on the... the ring worlds. Come on. The Shroud. Like a muffled whisper in a dark room, the Shroud calls to us from within our minds. It is a primordial realm of pure psychic energy that came into being at the dawn of time. All creatures that have been gifted with psionic abilities tap into the Shroud in some way to draw power, even if only subconsciously. Since our transcendence, we have begun to see the Shroud with greater clarity. There are patterns where once even our strongest telepaths can only see a formless mass of swirling energy. There are other things as well, spirits of a sort, that gaze back on us from the other side, sometimes with curiosity, sometimes with kindness, and sometimes with malice. We are still in the process of learning the extent of our new powers, but it may be possible for us to commune with these spirits and require the combined efforts of our most powerful telepaths. We get a special project of breaching the Shroud. I'm not sure how good of an idea that's going to be. Let's queue in all these spaceport upgrades. Alright, that's already queued. That's already queued. Alright, this one. Alright, the raiders are still on their way. So I want to clear the military stations in these systems. So it looks like the Shredded Skull took care of this.
Communications.
The Inari Coalition wants a non-aggression pact. You know what? We'll agree to that. They're independent. They are not part of any federation. There's still a few ships kicking around here. We're at -1. Yeah, see, by the time I would have gotten a fleet, to even get to like Omni Foundry territory, but I could have sent them down here. But actually, was taking a look at this Isk Republic planet, and they have a rebellion that is succeeding. So there's no real point to landing any troops on that planet. Alright, the Republic, the primary Republic fleet. Wait, these guys are not in a sector? Crew quarters. Engineering bay. I'm going to start going ahead and moving the Republic fleet into this system to prepare for a coming war with the Lorongo directors. To annex them completely and put the war in heaven to bed once and for all. Wow, the Templar Collective are done. Man, if we had been able to continue where we were before, we would have been in some serious trouble. But, you know, I guess the twists of fate, eh? We had to redo it because of a bug, and we kind of caught a break. Alright, now,
Established.
Lorongo directors. They have a fleet here in the Andak system that is nothing. So I think their main fleet is over here.
Initiating communications.
The United Oscox Fire Tribes wants a research agreement for 10 years. We'll take it. Now, the big concern that we have in the immediate vicinity is this. Oh, there's their main fleet. That is a lot of firepower sitting right there. I think we can beat it. It still says that their technology level is overwhelming. Their fleet power is inferior compared to ours. And while they do have like 500,000 fleet power in those 6 ships, it is just 6 ships. Carrier, cruiser. They should be rallying to this planet here. They are, okay. This is that Alaria has not finished building the Super Dreadnought yet. 23 days. Still at -1. just need to go +1. Yeah, we'll take out the Lorongo. Won't be that hard. I don't think, anyway. And then we will come down here. We'll knock out the contingency and the vehement. Do whatever it takes to do that. And then we're going to have to move over here and start grinding down the Prothoran Scourge. Which the Scourge is one of the more difficult crises to deal with. Oh, it's just these small fleets jumping through, getting annihilated by my defense stations. Cruiser, a battle cruiser, and what was that, a battleship? Alright, we're at 0. Yeah, that guy's gonna win. Alright, there's a Super Dreadnought. It's going to be the anchor of that fleet. Alright, the Raiders are in position. Have them head into that system and blow up those defense stations. My armies go ahead and land there. We're going to steal that planet. Oh, that's just one of the battleships. Okay. I was hoping that that was going to go faster than it did. Oh well. I want to get all these cruisers built, then we'll build a force of destroyers and corvettes. Then we'll have another one of these smaller fleets. What is this? Civilian transport ship?
Fleet lost. Engaging enemy station.
Oh, this has finally showed up. Dismantle equipment. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Vehement. The aberrant. They showed up, but I don't think. I think they may have been wiped out. Breaching the shroud. I'm not sure. I'll think about it. Look into a little bit of what that actually does. Alright, we're at +1. Send our demands. And there we are. War is over. So now the Omni Foundry has become a tributary. And so have the Isk Republic. And someone else as well. The aborted terraforming process on Virgopolis has been completed with horrific results. Whatever alien life forms designed the terraforming equipment, their physiology was radically different. Whereas the planet has been modified to support ammonia-based life, and all our colonists have suffered gruesome deaths in a now toxic atmosphere? Really?
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Alright, we have fleet combat. Ah, that we're engaging the contingency space stations.
Deploying liberation forces.
And we're landing troops here. Alright, we are kind of at the end of the episode though. So I'll go ahead, we'll end it here. Next episode, we will finish up in here with these last two contingency planets, and then most likely begin our war with the Lorongo directors to eliminate them completely and then see about dealing with these crises. Finally. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.